You ready?
I'm ready.
Are we definitely ready?
Play the music.
I feel like we're not ready. I'm just going to do a wee first.
Hello and welcome to the Josh and Henry Show. We are a new podcast. Okay.
We've been here a while, dude.
Oh wow! I meant to say news podcast anyway. So
it's annoying that you said that you were ready about 15 seconds ago, and I asked you 3 times, and you said yes each time.
Yeah, but it's not my fault if I mess up my words.
Do you want to go again, or like?
Yeah, I want to go again. Hello and welcome to the Josh and Henry Show. We are a news podcast that doesn't care where you get your news from. It could be BBC, it could be Fox News, it could be newspapers, it could be your cult leader. Just stop doing it. Do this instead. Listen as we talk about barely considered news stories with a lack of understanding and a poor insight. You'll come away more confused, perhaps a little informed, and definitely angry at our podcasting skills. I've nailed that intro.
You smashed that. Well done, mate. That was good. On the first attempt.
Wow, fuck you for that one. I was sweating. Every time I do that, I sweat a bit.
Really?
My core temperature raises by about 4 or 5 degrees.
I do feel like you're quite natural. It annoys me because you've instantly, as I said in the first pilot, taken that role, but I don't resent you for it because I think you're better suited for it.
It was one of those things where I just vetoed your opinion because I knew that I was going to be better at it.
That's because I'm sort of modern alpha and you're more like brutish, sort of old man, or sorry, like olden days sort of alpha, aren't you?
Victorian alpha, yeah.
You solve things with your fists and I solve them badly.
with your sharp intellect, which is often the case, to be fair. Although I don't get into any rough fights anymore, or ever.
Do you remember that time that me and you had a fight?
I don't want to talk about that. Moving forward, so I just want to talk about a couple of things before we go into the actual segments that we've got. We had some feedback. We gave our all on kind of like the first sort of podcast that we were quite proud of, and we both thought it was quite funny. We both thought it was like fairly well organized. We got some feedback. What was that feedback? What did we take?
Turns out that most of our family don't like it, to be honest.
It's weird that Mum hates it so much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what she wants from us at this point. Because I'll be honest, she was one of the driving forces behind us doing the podcast in lockdown.
She demands us to be funny at every moment we're talking on the podcast, and that's impossible.
Yeah. I've actually been having some counselling about this.
Oh, jeez. We also got some feedback from other people saying that there wasn't enough sort of differentiation. Is that a word?
Yeah, it is a word.
Yeah, differentiation between segments. So I think we're going to try to address that. Also, sound quality. Big news in our world. What's happening?
Wait.
We got fucking microphones, bro.
Yeah, we did.
That's a big step for us.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, there's been 4 or 5 episodes, and 2 of them were pilots. Probably 2 of them were pretty rubbish before that. And we were recording on our iPhones, mate, for one of them. The first episode, mate.
Yeah.
The leaps and bounds that this podcast is taking
in a very short space of time.
Yeah.
I mean, in typical Henry fashion, you did want to get the most expensive microphones. And what was your rationale?
Mate, buy cheap, buy twice.
Yeah, I told you that, and it's annoying. But these do sound better than we had before, I think.
I think they sound I'm really proud of us. And the idea that I get to sit here with a cap on backwards and a microphone in front of me looking like a podcaster really is tickling my balls right now.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, you do look actually quite good, I've got to say.
Thanks,
it's annoying. Man. I mean, in other news about us taking our podcast more seriously than we should have done, we do also have a website.
Oh, bugger. Yeah, we haven't really plugged that. Plug away, Josh.
Well, I have a lot of time on my hands at the moment. And I thought, what, sorry?
Why is that?
Furloughed for the foreseeable future.
Mr. Unemployed. No, you are actually furloughed, aren't you, to be fair?
I am. I've actually been made redundant. But furloughed for a while. And what I thought would be a good use of my time is making a website for the podcast. So you can go there, see about a bit about what we're doing. It's got links to all manner of things and looks quite all right, doesn't it, actually?
I'm actually quite impressed. So the reason that you mentioned that you are unemployed is because you spent a lot of time doing that, right? That's been a majority of your day. So it would be really unfair if no one went to visit.
Agreed. I mean, the anxiety sort of shook me awake at about 7:30. I thought what would calm that would be the making a website for no apparent reason. We're spending a good amount of money on that a month.
Yeah.
No
don't
revenue coming in from the podcast.
Don't love that we're already at a deficit, aren't we? We're already at a deficit, which I don't love. And also don't love that you didn't talk to me before making this website. I just got plastered with a monthly bill.
Yeah. You were appreciative though. You said it was a good job at least, or were you just being kind?
Nah, it is a bloody good job, mate. So what's the actual URL so people can have a look at it?
It is www.thejoshandhenryshow.com.
No, anyway, no one cares about that. Essentially, to take away from that, we've got a website, we've got microphones, and we're really making an effort to make you guys as happy as fucking possible, because those 4 5-star reviews, they got us hot, didn't they? We were getting
we're at 5 now.
We're at 5. So, if you also want to go, fuck, we're plugging along, aren't we? But if you want to go to a couple stars and that and give us a little 5 stars, I'll give you.
People plug at the end when we've delivered some content.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe at the end. Well, no, because no one will listen to the end. That's the issue.
Oh, that's true. I'd love to know the stats of that, actually. Hey, Mum.
Hi.
Sorry, Mum.
Mum, it's not live. You can stay.
Huh?
It's not live. She could have stayed.
Yeah, I got a bit angry.
Okay. I bet she was doing something nice for you as well.
Yeah, she bought me 2 bottles of water. We're gonna have to clip this anyway, because a lot of girls I'm talking to don't think I'm
living with your mum. Well, now you've said that, I'm 100% not clipping.
No, we must clip that.
I have editing rights, so I'm not.
Hey! Order! Mate, there's been a few interesting things happening in my life that I am angry about. Would you like to know one of them?
Slowly because you haven't thought of something yet, or you have?
Shit. Why don't you take this off first, Josh? I've got some stuff that's grieving me. I always do, mate. My demons are never far away from surfacing. But
yeah, I've got to that stage with my old job now. It's a bit like, when you initially break up with someone, you get over that first bit, and then they ask for their stuff back, and then you're plunged into that deep depression again. I've now got to the point now where work is asking for my laptop back. So that's hurt this week. We're doing this on budget Windows laptops, and I'm slowly getting to grips with that. That's the final step in, I guess, in my lack of employment now.
Yeah, they've kind of put I nearly coughed to death just then.
Really?
They put the stake in the coffin, or the nail in the coffin, didn't they? And said, "You are not coming back. This is over for you. Give us our equipment back and be on your way."
Yeah, you thought you were getting away with this laptop. You're not. I knew you had it. Give it back.
Yeah, I have a similar thing going on at the moment with the desktops that I have, but I can't really talk about that because I think I'm being taken to court. So we'll have to bypass that one for a second.
Is it?
Yeah. It's not great. Got a few letters through.
Oh dear. So is that giving you time to think of something, Henry?
Yeah, mate. Something that happened to me today. Because I lie down so much, I get cramps in my calves. So that's not good.
Why do you lie down so much?
I'm horizontal for probably 90% of my day.
Why are you more embarrassed about the fact that you live with your mum than the fact that you're horizontal for 90% of the day?
Mate, I'm telling you, we have to cut that I live with my mother.
I'm not. I tell you now, I'm not cutting that.
Okay. Well, it's temporary. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. That's a joke. Okay.
Well, then, nah. But it's temporary. Because I came back from London, then COVID happened. Now I'm going to university. Okay.
You made a lot of promises you can't keep.
Fuck's sake. I've been explaining this to a few people. Yeah, so that happens. I think my potassium levels are quite low. Maybe we need to get some bananas on board. If you've got any advice for sore calves because I'm sedentary the majority of the day, do send them.
I've got one. I've got one right away.
Tell me.
Stand up more. Just walk around a bit,
Yeah.
Start a brisk jog.
I don't think I've been outside for the last 7 days.
And if you really can't do that, just take like some vitamin supplements or something.
Yeah, that's probably a fair shout. I don't really want. I think it's unrealistic, the idea of me leaving the house more.
Really? Why?
Don't like it out there.
You don't? Yeah, you don't like to go outside if it's not to go to a pub, do you? If we're honest.
This is something that I've really had to ration out with myself. I realized recently that the only events that I go to are to the pub.
Really?
So people will
Yeah, but at
ask
least
me-
they're social.
Yeah, no, it's social as
I guess
hell,
I
and,
put my own.
I'm a social creature, and thank God I'm in a friendship group that it frequents the pub as much as I like. But so if they ask me to do anything that's not going to the pub, I have an excuse for it. I don't want to talk about this. This isn't good for me.
We're going down the rabbit hole that you ventured down last week.
Yeah, I don't need that right now.
How many messages did you get saying, "Henry, are you okay?" last week?
I got one message.
Is that it?
Yeah, I got one message.
Oh, that's actually sad in a different way. Henry,
Yeah,
what a week of news. Shall we bong? New segment this week, isn't it, Henry?
It is indeed, mate. It is indeed. We're just doing headlines, mate. What we understood from the previous podcast was that people didn't really get a lot of news, and for a news podcast, that's not great. So we've got some headlines that we're going to give out, and what we'll do is we'll link in the description to all of those pages, so you'll be able to have a read, and we'll go into some of them.
NHS workers praised as heroes by government who wants to distract from its own incompetence.
NHS heroes get 1%, £3 a week pay rise. Government still managing to look itself in the face.
After years of toxic press attention and underlying racism, Meghan Markle has her say to Oprah.
Weird jilted stalker man Piers Morgan slams Meghan Markle and storms off own show.
Piers Morgan declares himself unsackable.
Piers Morgan sacked.
Been an interesting week, isn't it? I feel like a lot's happened.
It has, mate. I tell you what, I didn't actually know what the headlines were until we just read them, so good on you for that. I'm super depressed about the NHS stuff.
Oh God, it's bad, isn't it?
Is that genuinely true? £3 a week?
I think I saw something that said that. Yeah, I mean it's 1%. I mean, what I just find the most frustrating is that like, so I did clap. I clapped during the first lockdown. I thought it was amazing what they were doing. It can't have been a more difficult thing.
Yeah.
But the amount that the government got off that fucking clap, just the amount of distraction they had from how shit they were handling everything, the amount they were glamorizing everything that the NHS did.
Yeah.
And not glamorizing, like just outwardly praising in an effort to just distract from everything else and using them.
Yeah, go on.
No, it makes me so angry because it was so clearly a ploy they knew they could use to say, like we said last week, oh, look over here while we handle this badly over here.
Yeah.
And now they've just turned them around after declaring them heroes for a year and giving them a 1% pay rise after everything. And Matt Hancock has ruled out even the vague idea that there may be just an extra one-off payment. And it's just like,
it's a fuckery. It's an absolute fuckery. And I was the same as you, mate. I was clapping every Thursday, you know, giving the big in, getting the pots and pans out, going fucking mental. And I realized, like, do you know what we should do instead of giving them a fucking round of applause? Is giving them a pay rise. That's more than £3 a fucking.
Or just, you know, not cutting the NHS, just like every budget. You know, it's so sad, and I found this one of the most depressing things in a long time, actually, because it just shows just how how disgusting the government is, to be honest. I fucking hate it.
I'm not happy about it. I saw a fucking I keep swearing. I don't know why I keep swearing. Yeah, I saw a very, very funny meme the other day, and it was like fair pay rises for the NHS staff, and then it's Matt Hancock dressed as Rihanna going, "How about a round of applause?" How jokes is that? You got to respect the memers out there, because that's funny.
You've got to. I also saw that the Royal College of Nursing has now held. It's got it's basically set aside a £35 million fund in case the nurses decide to strike and say, actually, you know what, this is enough is enough. And that doesn't mean that it's like it's going to happen, but I do think that, you know, a little bit of lefty striking again would be pretty nice. Let's get the unions involved and let's just go at it.
I think we should be all unions. I think we should be united in unions. I don't know what that means. Now, I do just think, it's pretty disgusting. Anyway, let's not harbour on Shoeline. I don't want to go crazy at Bojo, although I could. We're not the bloody Good Morning Britain fucking host, Piers Morgan, who's had some pretty...
Was that a link?
That was a segue, mate. I hope you enjoyed that.
I did. I really liked it.
Yeah, talk to me about your opinion on him. Before all of this, did you like him or not? Because Mum's a big fan. Mum was almost crying when she heard he got sacked.
You are joking.
No, mate, I haven't told you this. Yeah.
Oh.
She's a big fan.
I reckon he's like some weird sex symbol for loads of like middle class, women across the UK. It makes me feel pretty.
Yeah, I back it. Do you know what's fucking weird? I think he looks a bit like Dad.
That's not any. That doesn't mean anything to anybody.
Yeah, but just for you, mate.
No, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
But yeah, it's bizarre, mate. It's bizarre. So a lot of people love him. A lot of people love his controversy. In my opinion, I think he's like a watered down version of Katie Hopkins. He managed to find his niche. He got enough people on side, and he's a bit more articulate than Katie Hopkins. So people just take his word for it. And he gets put on these platforms. He got absolutely shafted in America, to be fair, and got shut down so aggressively by people like Ben Shapiro and other people. But came back here, mate, got his own morning channel, and has just rained tyranny on people that are waking up before fucking 7 every morning.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing about he is just like ultimate centre right, isn't he? He's just like that's where I think the difference is with him and Katie Hopkins. He knows where to backpedal, I think, a little bit. And this was the time that got him. But he is just like I just hate every fibre of him. He knows exactly how far to push it to make sure that he goes viral. He knows exactly every weak spot the public has to make him look like a lovely, sympathetic person. And he's actually just a slimy, self-serving. Can we drop C-bombs in this, or are we refraining from that?
Let's drop one.
He's a cunt. I hate him. I hate the man. I hate him so much. I hate him.
He's a filthy little character. Tell me.
Do you know what? Really? Let me just Phil, while I just find this tweet that he sent the morning of his things. I've screenshotted it because I thought it was just so funny. Okay. Oh, I filled myself. That's great. I have never filled myself in. There's a tweet from Piers Morgan. Lots of people on here want me fired for expressing my opinion on the Pinocchio princess. If you want to join them, there are various petitions still doing the rounds from the last few times you've all tried and failed to have me fired for saying what I think. Gone 24 hours later.
You're sacked, you wanker.
Dick. What a dick.
He is pretentious as hell, isn't he? And he does just aggressively think that he's better than the majority of people that just want him to be a bit nicer to other people. Like I've seen him like go in on like trans people that believe there are more than two genders, and like that's a fucking big topic, and I don't think we should go there now, but.
Well, no, his favourite line of if I wake up and say I want to identify as a penguin, does that mean I should be able to? I mean, the man is grotesque. The man
How ignorant do you have to be to put forward an argument like that when there are people out there that are going through serious mental health issues because they identify as a different gender and they're not given this is quite big, man.
No, but the thing is this is I think almost worse. I don't think that he actually thinks that. I think he is very much intelligent enough to understand the issue, but he knows that by doing this, lots of people are gonna say, yeah, we agree with that. Yeah. And but actually he doesn't. He's just playing both sides. And then he has been good at holding MPs accountable. But I tell you what, it is correct. So fucking depressing that he is held up as the bastion of modern reporting against MPs. Because why the hell is Piers Morgan leading that fight? Jesus Christ.
It is bizarre that his handling of Matt Hancock and just not allowing him to wriggle out of the straightforward questions was some of the best, journalism I've seen in a long time. So for that, I respect him. I respect that he
But
has
that's
that power.
depressing.
But
How
it's so
depressing is
depressing.
that?
It's so depressing that we need a person, and it's almost draws parallels with Donald Trump, doesn't it? Really, if you think about it, you need someone that has this bullish tenacity to actually talk to politicians and be straightforward with it. But then they nearly all of them have these grim kind of grim backdrops to them. I'm rambling and I don't really know.
No, but I think it's true. You know what though? I don't think Piers Morgan is far off from being Donald Trump before Donald Trump decided to run for president, right?
Yeah,
Piers Morgan is perhaps, you could say, a little bit more reined in, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Nigel Farage, mate. Nigel Farage's another one.
Yeah, exactly. But is it naive of me to say that if Piers Morgan ever ran for like becoming an MP, Britain or the people in the I guess there are some constituents maybe he would just slide in. But I just think people 100%. Know better. Is that naive? I don't know.
100. No. We already saw it with the Brexit, mate. Like, if we believe that there is a general population here that it is our way of thinking, or well, I don't want to say our way of thinking, but in the vein of what we believe, then I think you're sorely mistaken, mate.
I don't know what that said. I don't know what you just said.
I'm not sure I said anything.
I think you said just a mixture of.
I'm doing that thing where I say different words in an order that makes somewhat sense but doesn't have any meaning.
The wheels were turning, but you weren't really going anywhere, were you?
Yeah. What I'm saying is, mate, we left the EU. Bojo's in power. I feel like we're a minority now. People that hate Piers Morgan's probably a fucking minority now.
I don't know if that's true, but maybe that's just my Twitter bubble.
Yeah,
oh, God. I'll tell you what I found out about my Twitter today.
Dude, this is quite fucking interesting, man. How do you have 9,000 followers on Twitter?
Well, it was 7,000. It's not 7,000 anymore.
I'll
tell you for why.
What's happened?
Out of curiosity, I thought I'd quickly run a quick search, as you suggested that maybe not all of them were real followers.
Yeah, I didn't believe it.
I looked into it. Turns out a fair few of them weren't real followers. Bots they were.
How many bots? How many botties?
I think I started the day on 7,900. Yeah. I then had to pay for a service to remove any bots that identified. I'm now down in 3,000 mark.
Oh my God, you lost 4,000 followers today.
That's over half. Followers. Is that over half?
Yes.
Yeah, I lost a large chunk of my audience today.
They weren't your audience, Josh. They're not real, are they?
They were real to me for a time.
No, and I know. And do you know what's really heartbreaking is how much you would have taken stock of your Twitter following and how much it meant to you, and to have that ripped away like some sort of waxing disaster is really depressing.
Yeah, it was.
So why did you have all of these fucking bots?
I've had this since I was like this account since I was from like.
Are you honestly trying to tell me that you didn't pay? No, Josh. Okay, now's the time because I've said this to you probably 3 or 4 times over the space of 5 years.
Yeah.
Mate, are you sure you didn't just pay for them? And I would have never judged you, but I'm asking you now on the live, not live, but on podcast. Did you pay for those bots?
No. No, I didn't. Really? I didn't. Honestly, I didn't.
Who the fuck? I don't know who the fuck out there at Norwich School Bantosaurus Rexes are botting.
Right. Well, I'll say this for one. Thomas, that is one example I can remember where everyone paid a certain amount of money to spam his Twitter with followers. Now, this is just a conversation.
Followers? This is the most bizarre banter at Norwich.
I still have 3,000 followers. So.
Well, I don't hate you for that. I'm just saying it's a weird form of banter that went around. I don't understand that at all.
I'm pretty sure the banter's got worse in circles, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like foot job, isn't it?
Oh God, Henry. I don't know what you were
thinking. I actually did hear at our school that no, it wasn't our school, it was another school.
Sure it was. It wasn't me, it was someone else.
That 3 guys went upstairs and gave each other foot jobs in like a triangle.
How can a girl give someone a foot job? Girl give another girl a foot job.
3 guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, a little triangle of feet?
Yeah, I actually fucking remember the guy's name. Shall I drop it in?
I'm gonna have to bleep it if you do it.
Hong.
I'm gonna have to bleep that now.
Yeah. You got to bleep that. I'm not going out. But yeah. That's quite weird, isn't it? There's some weird shit that went on at school. We're kind of digressing. Should we say?
Yeah. I also think actually it's been really amiss of us not to talk about the reason that Piers Morgan did get himself sacked. Meghan Markle admirably spoke up with Prince Harry. If is he still a prince? I'm not sure what his title is anymore.
Yeah, he is
on American television.
Yeah. So talk us through the interview. Talk us through what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it.
I can't talk you through much of that interview because I can only claim to have seen snippets and a transcript. But
you read the transcript?
I do know,
you should probably, if you read the transcript, you should probably be quite well informed then.
Yeah, it annoys me when you do this. I'll tell you what it is. It's passing the buck, and I resent it. No, I'll talk about it. I'll speak to this.
Yeah.
I just basically think that Meghan Markle is an incredibly brave woman who's gone out and challenged a gigantic institution and basically called it out. And I think it's remarkable. She's suggested that people have or certain members within the royal family have speculated on the child. She has suggested that she was suicidal and members of the royal family or the what was it called? The force around them, not the force. No. There was an actual phrase for the thing that she said around them. Can't remember what it was though.
Libertarians.
The advisors. The what? What did you say? Began with T, didn't it?
Tiberarians.
Oh, shut up. No. Around them suggested that she couldn't get help for her depression and her anxiety and her feelings of suicidal nature. And I just think it was an incredibly brave thing of them to do, to opt out of everything that they knew and to just leave it behind. And
I rate it, mate. I think, and you very succinctly put, Josh, and I'm really proud of you for getting that out because I saw in your heart you were worried.
You know what? I was like a rabbit in the headlights, but I knew the information.
You knew it.
I knew it in an ill-conceived way, an ill-informed way. I knew it. I needed to get it out.
If anything, we're just sticking to the title, the fucking intro stuff or whatever.
That was good, Harry.
Just to give a little bit of context, although I feel like everyone should fucking know. The royal family are the people that are like princes and kings.
Are you joking? Is that a joke? Okay, right, good.
No, I'm joking. But there is Prince Harry. He married an American lady. They recently left the England, our fine and beautiful country.
Go into more detail.
Shit today. I've got 2 points on this. Number one, I think people should stop giving a fuck. It is really baffling me how much it's hurt some people that Prince Harry has left the monarchy.
Oh yeah, about that side of it. Well, sorry, I'll let you finish. Go on.
Well, so that's point one. Stop giving a fuck.
Yeah, but stop giving a fuck about what?
Stop giving a fuck that Prince Harry has left the monarchy. He's still going to be doing services here and there. He wants to get outside of the media pressures that are in England, and that saw his mother pass away. And he wants to protect his family and go to America, where it's going to be a little bit less for him. Like, can we just chill out a bit?
And who wouldn't do that? I just don't get why people get. I don't understand why people care about a man seemingly protecting his own family or a couple protecting their own family.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you agree with the motives, it's not as if they would have just gone and fucked off for no reason, is it?
And also on a broader note, can we stop giving a fuck about the royal family as a whole? I don't like seeing how many people cry when the Queen goes down. I don't like how many people watch the royal weddings. I think it's all absolute guff, mate. I appreciate, and do you know what, the one thing I appreciate people caring about the royal family about is how much fucking taxes we pay to them. You know what I mean? Not you, obviously, you're unemployed, but people like me, mate, who, works really hard.
Oh, yeah, people like you, yeah, you work 2 days a week and then get loads and loads of student loans.
2.5 days a week. And so I understand that, but the rest of it, mate, can everyone just fucking calm down a bit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
Got very preachy, hasn't it?
Yeah, I feel like we need a soapbox and just stand in like Hyde Park.
Some people agree with that.
I do know what you mean. I think when it comes to stuff like this, it's important that people do care because they're raising really, really huge and important information about an institution that we are funding.
Yeah.
Apparently the figures prove in like the amount of money we put into the royal family, Britain as an economy gets back tenfold from various reasons, and But again, I don't want to see any more people with dressed in Union Jack costumes going down for royal weddings and stuff like that. That's
weird, man.
That's mental to me. Why do people have plates with the royal family's face on? What's that about?
It's so weird.
I don't get it.
Why is that a thing, mate? And like, I saw an interview with this woman outside Buckingham Palace crying her eyes out that Harry was leaving. And it's just like, there's too much going on. And do you know what? It draws similarities between that and like football teams. I don't really understand caring this much about anything as a whole.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I don't think I care about anything as much as people care about the royal family or football. I mean, football. Just Google Princess Diana merchandise and ask yourself if that's normal. That can't be normal, can it?
I can't imagine so. I haven't got there yet. But it is weird, like, yeah. Imagine if the amount of people that care about football cared about something that mattered, how different the world would be. That's my next tattoo.
We really are. We're going for it today, aren't we? We've got stuff to say today, haven't we?
That's my next tattoo, mate.
Do you know what I've been doing for the last 5 minutes while you're talking?
Go on.
Trying to find the fucking word that Meghan Markle said to describe like the royal family's outer circle.
Oh, okay.
Like the bunch of advisors. It begins with T. Please, can someone email in and tell me what that is?
I need you to know that no one's going to email in.
Someone might. Someone might do it. What's the email address? It's what is the email address?
The Josh and Henry Show at gmail.com.
That's what it is. I'm actually good. Yeah. That's what it is. Well done.
Well, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far over, mate, because I think we're actually probably pushing about 40 minutes now. Touch on one good news story before we shut up shop. Is that all right, mate?
It's good to me.
Neil Heritage, Army veteran, conquers the Matterhorn. Now, the Matterhorn is a big fuck-off mountain, I believe. How tall is the Matterhorn? Can you tell me that?
I have never heard of it before this moment.
Okay, well, way to diminish his fucking achievements, bro. Nah. So Neil Heritage is a disabled.
He's a what? Sorry.
He's a disabled, like a disabled baby. Disabies.
Losing a lot of listeners.
Cut that bad boy. Is a disabled army veteran, and it's a bit of fucking good news. I read this story the other day and just thought, what an absolute wicked guy. Neil Heritage lost both his legs in an attack by a suicide bomber in Iraq in 2004. After recovering from his injuries, he completed triathlons, learned to ski, and even joined a team to row across the Atlantic Ocean. Now 39, the former soldier from the United Kingdom has notched up another achievement, becoming the first above-the-knee double amputee to scale the Matterhorn. I mean, he's raised some money for veterans charities as well, which we'll put the link to in our description. But one absolute top fucking bloke. It does show you that no matter the circumstances, you can achieve great things, baby.
Wow, that moved me. When the story moved me, and your part moved me further. No, you know what that is? It's a nice story, and it is nice to remind ourselves, just like in the old days, that on a lighter note, there are some nice stories. There's some good stuff going on.
Yeah, man, it feels like you have to search for the fucking good news stories these days. But I guess if everything was good news, then it wouldn't be news. It would just be.
We now sound like an American news reporting. We're like vibing off each other.
I don't like it.
You know, I actually do have some good news though.
Okay, go on.
Booked my first holiday.
What the fuck? Are you joking?
No, I'm very serious.
How?
The boys are going to Scotland on a walking holiday.
You and whose army?
About 6 of us, I reckon.
You fucking joking? What, like friends?
Yeah, we're going to Scotland. We're going to drink some wherry, and we're going to just generally be in a cabin in Scotland for a while in August.
That's actually super sick. First of all, I'm absolutely baffled that you've got 6 friends.
Really?
Tell me, if you name those 6 friends now, I'll believe you.
Ollie, Will, Chris, Tom, Ollie. Can't remember the other people. That doesn't mean I don't also appreciate you being there.
Well, that's 5 plus you is 6, so you know.
I probably have to bleep all of those people out as well.
Why?
You're not allowed to put people's first names and surnames out.
Oh yeah, bleep out the second ones. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Well, that's
right.
really sick, mate. I actually I don't know why I've not been invited, to be honest.
They don't know or like you. Probably the first one.
And the second. No, Will Stuss to this podcast. He thinks I'm funny.
He's actually got a review on our website. Do you remember what he said?
He said, fantastic geopolitical analysis of the current affairs.
And I don't want to believe that he was being sarcastic. So
I mean, obviously sarcastic. And then
I don't know if he's coming actually.
you were. That's down to 4 then.
Exactly. But it'll be nice to. It's nice to have something to look forward to.
That's exciting, man. I don't have necessarily any good news this week. That's not a bad thing. I'm content, and I didn't have a bad week, which in itself is quite good news. So
That's good, isn't it?
didn't lose any money on roulette. Didn't drink a drop of alcohol.
You did lose some pounds of weight though, didn't you, my boy?
Yeah, lost a couple pounds in weight, and I'm fucking vibing right now, mate. I'm vibing.
Oh, if anyone wants to be part of our Weight Watchers group, email in and we'll add you to the group.
Oh god, we can actually do that as well. That would be fucking hilarious.
Imagine if people email in. If anyone's got that lockdown belly that they want to lose, me and Henry are on it right now.
Yeah, baby. So just once again, if you've got any cool news stories that you want to send in to us, it's the Josh and Henry Show at gmail.com. If you want to give Josh a call, it's 07850 244. No, I'm joking. Just to let you guys know, actually, we do this every Wednesday. I don't think we've ever spoken about that.
Don't commit to that.
Okay. Every Thursday?
I mean, my schedule is so busy that I don't know if I can do that every Wednesday.
Yeah, unemployed. And we'll see what we can do. Maybe every Wednesday, maybe every Thursday. But yeah, we should probably mention that is roughly our timings. Anything else to say, my boy?
Can I just say that Henry is in charge of the Twitter and the Facebook pages. So if they aren't up by the time you listen to this, you know who to email, and that's henryaltonjones@gmail.com. You can find him on 07791 540 123.
I'm gonna guess. Mate, I just got text. All right, peace out, guys. Maybe see you next Wednesday or Thursday. We love you, and thanks for joining us on this journey, babies.
Boy.
Addendum. It didn't begin with T. She called the royal family the firm. It was the firm. I forgot the firm. Bye.
That was a Simon Says production.